Okay, so good afternoon to Madam Julie. Today, my group and I will going to make a discussion that given to us, and we are choosing situation 10, and this group members consists 6 of us, which is me, myself, Johnical, Syed Rusydi, Nurul Asikin, Aku bin Galau, Syazwan, and Madam Angelina. So before we start the discussion, let me read through what is happening in situation 10. Okay. Steve is known to be very outspoken in voicing his opinions, and undoubtedly, some of his views are considered good for the company. However, he does not accept other people's view well, especially the ones that are different from his. He can be quite defensive, and sometimes he just rejects other people's opinions. As his superior, what would be the best way to approach and offer advice to Steve? I think we can start with Madam Nurul. What is your opinion about the situation?
Okay, thank you for the introductions, Mr. John. Let's jump into the point of the discussions. Okay, allow the employee to process their behavior. When employees display defensive behavior, it can be challenging for managers to handle the situations effectively. Okay. Sometimes the employees might do so in the heat of emotions without releasing it. So in such a situation, it is crucial to give the person the space they need, time to process their feelings safely and productively. Secondly, ensure that you communicate calmly and rationally instead of resorting to sarcasm. Secondly, ensure that you communicate calmly and rationally instead of resorting to sarcasm or insults. Third, let them know their attitude is unacceptable. And fourth, provide constructive feedback to help them improve their skills. So how about your point of view, Madam Angelina, regarding these situations?
Okay, well, from my point of view and thoughts to understand communication preference, there's no one size fits all answers on how to deal with the defensive behavior in the workplace. However, understanding an employee's communication preference can help managers take steps that will avoid confrontation altogether. For example, defensive people tend to react aggressively when they feel attacked or threatened. They might become inaccessible or stay silent instead of engaging with other team members. In such cases, it is best not to try and reason with them. Positive reinforcement, such as praises, may be more effective in breaking the defensive behavior pattern. Okay, Mr. Syed, can you share your view?
Well, don't point out defensive behavior directly would be my opinion and on the discussed situation. In the heat of the moment, it can be challenging to think straight. Dealing with difficult people is hard. This is when defensiveness kicks in and things quickly spiral out of control. Don't try and fix the person's behavior because this will only make them defensive and more entrenched in their position. In most cases, staying in the background is better and letting them talk first. Often, they will open up once they feel safe enough to do so. If defensiveness persists after following these steps, consider taking appropriate measures such as counseling or firing the employee. You can also help them seek outside help by understanding why they react this way. You can perhaps help bring about a chance for the better in future interaction with them. Mr. Syazwan, any thought?
Well, for me, understand the sign and reasons will be my evaluation when I see the situation. There might be times when people act defensively in response to criticism or feedback. However, if you are not patient, the situation could turn into a negative one that neither of you will enjoy. The best way to deal with defensive people is by understanding and attempting to understand their point of view. Defensiveness might also be caused by feeling overwhelmed, threatened, or unsupported at work. In such case, it can be helpful to take some time for rest and recovery so that the individual can return with fresh eyes and ideas to resolve the conflict constructively. I think Mr. Ako should have something to share.
Thank you so much for awakening me, Mr. Syazwan. The accent is the problem, not the person. Come prepared with example for the staff to understand where things went wrong. Pets are difficult to agree with, but they will try. Keep on message, do not let timeline get blurry or pet get skewed. The story start to get long, keep or not. It's easier to backtrack if there's accused start to contradicts. Remember, this is Gotka moment from your or a therapy session for them. You don't need to be right here. What you need is an employer that understand that they have an issue that need to be addressed. Address something about the situation. Mr. John, I will voice out my point of view and ended the session.
Thank you for everyone's opinion. I do appreciate it. And again, for my opinion, when it comes to dealing with employees who display defensive behavior, I think it's very important for us to understanding the sign because it is essential. If we can identify it earlier and take correct action before things get out of hands, you will likely diffuse the situation more quickly without any negative fallout. We really need to take control on the situation before things get worse, or it will turn into chaotic situation, and it's really hard for us to control if the situation from a calm situation turns into chaotic situation. So I think in an early stage, it's better for us to take everything in control first. And while dealing with defensive behavior in the workplace, I think it is essential to remember that you should fall into the same behavior patterns yourself. It would be best if we, as a superior, remembered not to reply to defensive team members in the same tone that they use. One way to communicate with employees that won't make them defensive is by rewarding good behavior, because this will help encourage positive proclamations from the individual in questions. And in additional, communication is vital when it comes to managing defensive employees. Let them know what is our expectation, as well as why is it necessary. Be clear about the consequences should they fail to meet these standards and avoid reacting defensively. Trusting our employees' ability to work through their frustration constructively may result in a smoother relationship overall. So I think, in conclusion, by all of the point of view that all of my group members are pointed out just now, I think that is the good ways and the good I would say, good alternative for us to handle situation that happened to Steve in organization. That's all from us. Thank you once again.